Hola and hello. My name is Sabrina Patricia and welcome to my channel. So I've talked extensively about the Venezuelan crisis, but in this video I'm going to talk about the current dictator Nicolas Maduro. But before I talk about him, I have to talk about the late dictator Hugo Chavez. Hugo Chavez began as a military officer. He then staged a bloody coup against a TV station in Caracas. He was jailed for this, but was then released by the then president Carlos Andrés Pérez. After this, he started a political campaign to become president. In this campaign, he advertised himself as a man of the people, even though this couldn't be further from the truth. He went into poorer villages, giving them tax and bribing them with food bags and telling them that they could have a better quality of life if they voted for him. He did this a lot, and the government continues to do this, continues to bribe people and cause corruption within the Venezuelan community. Hugo Chavez ruled for 14 years before dying of cancer in 2013 in Cuba. Considering himself a man of the people, his wealth when he died was over $2 billion. His daughter now owns double that in her current state. He also took in a lot of his ex-military buddies into political positions, even though they had no idea what they were doing. This was also where he put Nicolas Maduro as his foreign executive officer, working his way up to his vice president. He also appointed a second-in-command, Diosdado Cabello, who is a known drug dealer and wanted in the US. If that doesn't say much, then I don't know what does. So now let's talk about specifically Nicolas Maduro. So he was born on the 23rd of November 1962 on the outskirts of Caracas. He was born into a modest family, and he was the only boy of 4 siblings. His family were raised Roman Catholic like many in Latin America, but he has caused a lot of controversy by following an Indian guru. He also claims his grandparents were Jewish. This confirms his claim of being mixed race. He also never graduated high school, making him officially uneducated. He was also considered a man of interest in the kidnapping of William Neilhouse, a businessman from Ohio. William Neilhouse was kidnapped by leftist militants who soon became friends with Hugo Chavez. Nicolas Maduro then became a bus driver for many years, becoming a unionist for his bus driving company. When he was 24, he migrated to Havana to take part in a leftist scheme run by young communists. He spent a year in the Escuela Nacional de Cuadros Julio Antonio Mela. Sorry, very long name. And he was also worked very closely with someone who was close to Fidel Castro, who was part of a political party in Cuba. A lot of you might know about him, but this video is not about him. Maduro also campaigned for Chavez to be taken out of prison when he was, for the crime that I stated previously in the video. As vice president, Nicolas Maduro shadowed Chavez and absorbed all of his weird ways of running a government. This also means that he absorbed most of the corruption and continues to run the government like Hugo Chavez did back in the day. Examples of this is that they continue to manipulate and continue to bribe. A huge thing that has been happening recently along with social media is that the current government has taken videos of protests happening against them, photoshopped them to the national red colour that is associated with their party, and then spread these around to social media claiming that these supporters are for them, which is not true. These people are fighting against them. The small amount of supporters that are for them have been wildly corrupted and have just been promised this quality of life that will never be sustainable. They have also rigged votes and changed footage to try and disguise the fact that this crisis isn't even happening. They keep denying the Venezuelan people exactly what they need. This government should not be in power and should never have taken power in the first place. But you guys can help fight that by subscribing to this channel. Like this video if you found this information useful, hit that post notification button as more videos are going to be coming your way. Please spread all of this information to people that you know, share this video on Facebook. We also have an Instagram page, #LuchadParaVenezuela, and a Facebook page. I don't know why I say we, this is just me. Gracias, and thank you so much for listening.